Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Headlines with Amers, just like Wheel of Fortune. Today's Friday, March 28th. I'm very happy that you're here. And we're going to get started right now with a question for our live studio audience because you all know we tape this show in front of millions of people. And so everybody, I want to ask you right now, given that the new Paddington Bear Goes to Peru movie is out or coming out, how many Paddington fans do we have here? Yeah, I mean, he's fine, right? I mean, does he really compete with Clifford and Peter Rabbit and, you know, some of these other children's icons? You know, Minions, Sonic, Mario, Knuckles now even? I mean, come on. So he's going to Peru? Like, is that really... That's just how I feel, but apparently these two folks, these two men, young men in the Royal, that's cute, UK Air Force feel even stronger about this because, well, they got super drunk, came across a statue of Paddington, promoting the upcoming film in Peru, and proceeded to, let me just make sure I get this right, kick and yank on the statue of Paddington. They continued to kick and yank and kick and yank and kick and yank until he came apart into two, and then they buggered off with the top half of his body. That's right. These guys went to court, and the judge let him have it. Let me just tell you what the judge said. He told them that Paddington is a beloved cultural icon. He represents kindness, tolerance, acceptance. Your actions were the antithesis of everything Paddington stands for. In other words, this judge is definitely going to see the movie about Peru. These guys were fined $3,527 in what the judge said could only be described as an act of wanton vandalism. And he reminded them, guys, the little tag on Paddington's coat says, "Please look after this bear." They did not. I want to close today with a story that's been going through all kinds of headlines for several days now. The Signal Chat, where members of the most clandestine, powerful apparatuses of our government discussed a strike on Houthis in Yemen with a journalist in the chat. And no one was ever like, yo, who's 818? Yo, who's 412? Yo, who's that area code? Yo, why is there another band in this chat? Nobody asked that, but I'm not here to say things that so many other people have already said. In fact, I'm here to tell you about a realization that I had in thinking about this story, and that was that don't we all agree that the people in our minds who make these decisions and take these actions are very buttoned up, serious, motionless? They speak with heavy, thick words and say things like collateral damage X4372% with the Swimmerman's variable, whatever. This did not sound like that. Like, good or evil, this did not sound like a professional conversation. Leaked or not leaked, not a professional conversation. First of all, the name of the group, Houthi PC small group, even the image of the chat, it made me think of two things. One, like a group chat for a bunch of shitty dudes at a party, you know, the friends of your friends that you're like, I hope they're not going to be there tonight. Those guys are talking. It also made me think of a shitty Slack channel. So to me, it could have even been Big Hootie's Bachelor Bash, spelled the same way as Houthi, or Q4 OPEX budget wrap up. What's going on here? They're speaking so casually as douchebags / office people, boring office people. I mean, they're talking about things like, they keep being like, hey team, I'm out today, I'm at an event, and, you know, Billy's got this while I'm gone. They use parenthetical serial commas, but they're saying things like economy, Ukraine, Gaza, instead of accounts payable, ribbon cutting ceremony, petty cash fund. They complain about bailing out Europe again as if you're at work and you're like, I hate bailing out the development team again. You know, and then they get mad, they go back to shitty dude territory, it's pathetic when they're mad about Europe and they're using all caps. Then they're using the flame emoji when they blow everybody up. I mean, I don't know. I thought these were calibrated, serious people. Even the bad guys are professional. Not Stacy from Accounts Payable and Joe Rogan's listener base shooting the shit at a dive bar. A flame emoji? I mean, are you the guys that did the strike on Osama bin Laden? Or are you the guys that showed up in front of the White House to celebrate? Something to think about. Thank you all for watching this show. I hope everyone has an excellent weekend, and I will see you next week.